Losers. 10 losers this weekend. I get to go first this time because you went first on winners. That's how this works, right?
Good deal.
Okay. Brad Underwood.
Oh,
Brad Underwood. We will do a recap of this later today too. This will be separate on the channel, and I'll do more nuanced, real basketball thoughts on this because I'm actually not that worried about Illinois. I swear to God, and that's not a bit. I'm really not that worried about this. But then I listened to the full Underwood press conference this afternoon in preparation for this recording, and he's playing the hits, and that's annoying me. And it would annoy me as an Illinois fan. He's playing all the same hits, the same one-liners he played last year. Well, games are tough to win when you don't make shots. Thought we generated great shots. We have our little shot grading system. Every shot was great. We just missed. We can't shoot. It's the same shit we heard last year. Nut up and rebound. Get physical. Put some resistance on somebody. And Brad's saying that too, but he said that all of last year. And then at the end of last year, after his team was overwhelmingly not that physical, he went in and got another Ivisic. Like, come on, dog. That's really what happened. Like, in terms of roster building, they just went out and doubled down on skill instead of toughness. And now they're talking about, well, our shots still aren't going in. We got to get tough. You can't teach toughness. You can't. And all I'm hearing from Brad at the podium is we got to teach our guys to be tougher. You can't teach the Ivisic twins to get physical. I'm frustrated on behalf of Illinois fans for this. Was not surprised that his team no showed this. Was a little surprised they battled back to get in this. But again, I like the team. I'm not that. I think they're going to start making shots. But Brad's a loser for me this week, man.
that's fair.
Especially, I just remembered he did the meme thing all week. Like he approached this entire week completely unserious, and then his team gave an unserious performance. What does he want? Like that's disgusting, man. I'd be so frustrated as a fan.
Yeah, listen, I'm not mad at you. That's fair. Fair. It's a fair point. Let's see here. I am going to go with this hurts my heart, but it's fair. I gotta go with Houston. I gotta go with Houston as a look. I believe in Houston. I believe in what they can do. But they go to players era. They lose to Tennessee. Tennessee's a good basketball team. I'm fine with that. They went to overtime with Syracuse. Greg, what did Syracuse do to the rest of the players in their tournament?
I gotta be honest. I can't imagine anything good.
Yeah, I got you. They lost to Kansas by 11, and they got beat by 31 to Iowa State without Taman Lipsey.
Mm.
Syracuse should have beat you.
Ugh.
Houston's a loser of Feast Week.
Mm. That's yeah, not great. Okay, I'm debating which direction to go with this one. I feel like I'm just naming a lot of teams right now. So I'm gonna go this way, and I think it's gonna surprise some people. Xavian Lee is a loser for me.
Ooh, so I thought you were gonna go Florida.
Yeah, I would go Florida. I think Florida, the team, obviously deserves it after the TCU performance, but I'm going Xavier Lee for this reason. He had 20 and 4, and now there's a bunch of narrative dialogue like, oh, I feel so good for him.
They're doing the Pope thing.
We feel good for a guy for getting 20 and 4 that we thought was just a good basketball player that was given the Walter Clayton role. He gets 20 and 4 once, and we have to write all these think pieces about like, oh, I'm just so happy for him. Dog, this should be what should be expected.
Mhm.
After that game, he's shooting 26% from the floor on the season. He still looks wildly uncomfortable. He was the reason they lost to TCU. So that for me, like, good on him. Like, I want that performance to happen and people to be like, yeah, we need that more. Not like, oh, I'm just let's look at Xavier. Oh, good for him. Hopefully he got it off his back. Like, I have no confidence that's gonna happen again.
Fair. My next loser, NC State. NC State is a loser for me. Look, good teams do go to Maui and lose, but it's the fashion in which it happened for me. They couldn't stop anybody during Feast Week. They gave up 85 points to Seton Hall. They gave up 102 points to Texas. Sean Miller's Texas. They did that. Um, just I don't know, really bad showing for them in Maui. And more specifically, Mr. I Love Leader of Men fouled out twice in Maui, scored 11, 8, and 5. Cute. Ended Maui with 8 total assists. Also very cute. Like I said, fouled out twice in Maui. NC State as a team, losers.
Yeah, think that's a good one. Okay. I think this probably should have been the first name off the board. Sorry, I got distracted by Brad Underwood. Not the first or the last time that will happen in my career. The Players Era Festival is the biggest loser of the week.
What?
The Players Era Festival is the biggest loser of the week.
I enjoyed it though.
Oh, trust me, I enjoyed it, but
Uh,
like I no, how could it not be? The entire conversation all week in the middle of like great basketball games happening was just how much this sucks, how evil the people behind it are, how they've ruined the sport, how much we hate the media members in attendance for it. And I'm not even trying to rehash that. We gave our thoughts last week and people disagreed with us. It's a losing battle to even try and say we enjoyed any part of this. That alone means the festival lost. I don't want college basketball fans at large to think an event like this sucks, and they all do, and they hate it. Meanwhile, if we are talking just on court, because you and I have tried to keep it on court, what did the Players Era Festival get this week? They got every single big game being a blowout.
mm,
The two teams that won this, one won it by 110 points and didn't play competitive basketball for 30 minutes. Their own point guard is doing interviews saying, I don't even like blowouts. And then the second one is a team whose star didn't even play.
mm.
Those were the two stories of the weekend. There was just no juice to this entire thing. It's got to be the biggest loser of the weekend.
Yeah. I'm not mad at you on that one. How many more do I have left?
Um, God, it's a good question. I think you have three.
3. All right. I just want to make sure if I have 3 left, I just want to make sure I do it right. All right. Where do I want to go with this here? Oh, my apologies. This should have been sooner. Oregon. Oregon. They stink. That's why they're on this list. Listen, I think there were some inklings that this team might be kind of bad when they were having dogfights with Rice. We assume that might start happening. It's for real. They go to the players era and they lose every single game at the players era.
Mm-hmm.
Every game. And I'm not saying they're even like awful losses, but like how do you go to players era as a serious basketball team, a top 25 basketball team, and not manage to win one game?
It's a good question. It sounds kind of hard.
Yeah. So they stink.
Yeah. Also, like guys have been hurt though. Biddle missed one of the games. Like, I'm not making an excuse, but I'm just like maybe observing that things haven't been super great for them.
They also lost with Biddle and Shellstad.
It's true. It's true. I got no issue with it. Okay. John Calipari's my next loser.
No.
I guess, like with all things Cal, we can't really care until March, right? Don't we got to follow like the old Kentucky fans blueprint and just be like, well, all that matters is whatever happens in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah.
So, like, if he wants to do the thing he did last year, where like the team looks terrible like an NIT team, and then they charge up late February, make the tournament, and win two games, I guess I'll wait. But like, this team stinks. This team's version stinks. What they're trying to do stinks. And Acuff and Thomas don't stink. And I think that's the scariest part is Acuff and Thomas have largely been really good. And this team stinks. I mean, they're falling hard. They were outside the top 40 before that Jackson State win in
Right.
KenPom. Like, they're two big opponents. They just, I thought, really, really gave frustrating performances. I joked about it in the winners portion of this, but why did they not double Cam Boozer? Why? If you watch film for 5 seconds, it would tell you that's the smart thing to do.
Mhm.
And it just feels like Cal, for whatever reason, can't schematically do the right thing anymore.
Yeah. No, that feels right. My last loser here, I think I'm not sure this is my last one or not. Wes Miller. Wes Miller, first of all, no shame in losing to Louisville. Louisville's a really good team. You can't follow that up by losing at home to Eastern Michigan. Just quick little check here because I'm not really sure. I assume they're pretty far down here, but as it stands today, probably went up after their big win at, wow, okay, that's actually more surprising than I thought. Eastern Michigan's a top 200 team on KenPom. That's, I honestly, hand up here, did not know that was going to be a thing. But you cannot be a serious basketball coach or program of Wes Miller's status at Cincinnati and lose at home to Eastern Michigan. Like it just cannot happen. In a game that I want to add here, they scored 56 points. 56. What are we doing here?
Yeah, not great.
Losers.
Not great. My last loser is Ole Miss fans. Ole Miss fans, dog. Dog, can you imagine the weekend they're having right now?
Yeah, it's tough.
Trying to go back for seconds, and your old ball coach that took you to the playoffs being called a hoe on the timeline,
Yeah.
and there's nothing you can do about it because you agree.
Hmm.
And like the thing is, we've been blessed, right? Like, dog, you've had to sit through a coach that won one Big Ten game this year, but like you could just flip in and out and be like, Izzo got me.
Yeah.
Like Michigan just got embarrassed by Ryan Day and protected the logo at the end of it. But then at least they were like, well, we're a basketball school now.
Yep.
Dusty got me,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
Ole Miss fans have been getting pantsed on the timeline for 72 hours ever since it was dinner time on Thanksgiving. And then they flip over to their basketball team. They lost to Iowa and Utah this week.
Mm.
Like the best thing they get to watch right now is AJ Storr.
Mm.
Disgusting. I feel awful for them. They don't deserve this, quite frankly, but they do, and it sucks.
Do they?
No, but they do. You
But
know,
they
like
do.
they're awful, and it's objectively terrible. I wouldn't wish this on my first enemy, but they call their coaches hoes. So, like, I don't know.
They call their coaches hoes.
I mean, that guy was also right. So,
Yeah, good on him too.
like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could find way worse of us about our coaches.
Have you thought about what you would do in that situation?
If Dusty May like held my program hostage and then left for
No, I'm talking about like being held
Purdue.
accountable for things. Like, what if a coach was like, "Yeah, I saw you on." Like, Will Wade comes up to me, he's like, "Yeah, I saw that you said I was built funny."
Oh, I mean, I would just deflect.
I'd be like, "Look, coach, I respect you, but you are kind of built funny."
Yeah, you would stand on business. I
But
would
I'm also built funny.
right.
Yeah, one built funny person to another.
Well, this guy was just like, well, you are a hoe. Like I
I mean,
was trying to call you a hoe, but like Lane, like I said it was like hoe like.
I mean, Lane, like, with all due respect, you're a hoe.
We need one more loser from you, please.
Maybe me, honestly. Ah, nah, you already said that. I don't feel like doing anything based off that. Um, mm, is it fair to say college basketball was a loser of Feast Week?
Depending on what you mean by that.
I just thought there was way too much discussion outside of actual basketball. Maybe Twitter discourse is the biggest loser of the weekend.
I think that's already been covered on mine, though. I think that's the Players Era Festival. But I guess you're trying to say the other people were the loser.
Yeah, the other side.
So college basketball Twitter.
Yeah.
And on that note, we won't be making a graphic for this one.
Oh, I can change it because I want a graphic.
No,
Wait,
it's okay because
no.
we told Booby not to do negative things anyway.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
Yeah, that one works.
yeah.
Yeah.